hopefully, I believe we should be live. Let me just check my other screen. Yeah, I believe we're live. Hello everyone that's in the chat so far. I can see Karen, she said she's going to join after dinner. I see Daniel, John B, my lovely husband Zahir is in the chat, and hello Laura. Hopefully I am live now. It says I should be. Hopefully you can hear me as well. So I'm playing around with my screen, so I probably shouldn't. It looks like everything should be going through. Yeah, I believe we are. Okay, so welcome to another live stream. Good evening everybody. It's Tuesday evening, and today I'm going to be getting on with more knitting. So my phone's just buzzing. So I'm going to get on with some more knitting. I have got a coffee because coffee is important because I am tired. So we are going to do some knitting and some chatting, hopefully. Yeah, so after my last stream on Saturday, hello, oh, I've missed some people coming into the chat. Hello Lex, hello Darren, hello Crazy, etc. Yes, so I'm going to be knitting, which is what I normally do. We're really not sleeping at the moment. So I don't know how I'm going to chat and knit at the same time, but it will work. I did it on Saturday, so it should be fine. It should be fine. Oh, who are we bitching out about today? Oh, I don't know. Who should we bitch about? Well, I'd Darren, if I bitch about Z all the time, he's going to get a bit of a complex. But he's probably already got one living with me anyway. Yeah, after my last stream, I had to unpick some of my knitting. So I had to unravel it because I put the pattern out yet again. So I've got to kind of get on top of this knitting and chatting at the same time because that's awful. Lex, we're not sleeping at the moment because Hannah's in New York. She comes back tomorrow, which we are so looking forward to. And and yeah, so she's just yeah, she's having an amazing time. We've only had a very little contact with her. We've been texting a lot. We chatted with her, was it Sunday, on the phone for about 5 minutes, and she really just sounded like she was loving New York. But yeah, that's why we're not sleeping. It's just been difficult to sleep while she's been away. But we're hoping when she's back tomorrow, we're all going to sleep like babies. Yeah, that's true, Darren. The stream won't be long enough. I can change my name. Oh, okay, I'll call you Ashley. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to get on and start knitting. I've been at work today. I went back to work on Monday. It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I actually had training at work this afternoon, so like I normally, like Tuesday is a short day for me at work, and I normally finish like about 1 o'clock-ish, and I actually had to stay on for training, but because so many people rung in sick this week, they cut the training short, so I should have been there until about 3:30, and I actually finished at about 2:20 today, so I was really grateful to be able to come home a little bit earlier. Yeah, actually she is having a fantastic time. She's I believe she's meant to be shopping now. Like her last day was like shopping at Macy's, so they've got a little bit of shopping before they've got to get on the coach to go back to the airport. So but she doesn't fly back. I think her flight leaves at like 12 or 1 o'clock, like our time. So yeah, she's gonna be tired when she gets here. We're gonna be like buzzing and be like fussing over her because she's been away, and she's just gonna be like, "Mum, I'm tired. Now leave me alone." So, but yeah, she's She's all good. So what's everyone been up to? Have you all been working today, or have you been doing eBay? We haven't been doing much eBay. We've fallen off the eBay side of it. I mean, Zara's on holiday, so we've still got Zara at home. And so my computer's now doing alerts, which is good. Yeah, so we've been not doing much eBay at the minute, which kind of, it's kind of to be expected when you've got Zara at home. We're trying to keep, well, Zahir's trying to keep her entertained. I say we're trying to keep her entertained. I'm not trying to keep her entertained because I'm back at work this week, so it's Zahir that's kind of looking after her and keeping her busy because she misses her sister too. And so he's been taking her out and about and things like that. It's great that you've got a hobby while chatting. You can do your hobby while you're chatting. Yeah, I do make mistakes though, like, cause I end up having to unpick bits when I get off of here, but I do like to sit down and knit. I've actually knitted more this week than I normally do, mainly probably because I'm trying to just keep my mind busy while Hannah's away. But yeah, it is a good hobby to have. I love knitting. Right, how many stitches are on my needle? I have 110 stitches on my needle. I'm knitting a scarf, so, and it looks like it's gonna be quite a chunky one, like a chunky scarf, but I will be kind of joining it at both ends. So I don't know, it's not, well, it's kind of like a wrap kind of scarf type thing. Yeah, it's quite a lot of stitches. What do you think about Brexit? I don't know. I don't think I want to share my political opinion on Brexit, if I'm honest. Oh, Darren, you've mainly been doing eBay. Not that your sales are reflecting that at the moment. Yeah, sales, I don't know. I haven't even checked. On the second store, I haven't had any sales at all. I think Zahir's been getting a few sales, but I haven't really had an update on what the main store's doing, if I'm honest. I haven't really asked him what's going on. Oh, Zahir's actually replied to you in the chat, I can see. Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. I'm my only one who's created. Oh, yeah, I love making things. I really do. I've always done it since I was a kid, really. From making my Barbie, like I used to hand sew and make Barbie clothes when I was younger, like out of old clothes and old curtains, like bits of net curtains that my mum, had decided that she didn't want anymore. So I used to make like little Barbie clothes. They weren't particularly great, but I used to enjoy making them. And I used to make like little cushions, mainly all hand sewn though, because although my mum had a sewing machine, I wasn't really allowed to use it. Yeah, and then she got rid of it after a while because she didn't really use it. So yeah, I've always loved doing a bit of craft and creating stuff. It's a pretty cool little hobby. But yeah, so I think I was talking about what I was doing earlier, my day job, which you don't really want to know, really, because it's a bit boring. But yeah, we had training this afternoon, but that was I got out of work early, which is nice. Well, I say early, I should have been finished at 1, but it was earlier than I was expected to, considering we had training today. Oh, that's awesome. Your idea of making Barbie dress when you were young was wrapping a kitchen foil around naked Barbie. That's a really good idea though, because it's like a really, you know, good material, and then you don't really have to, like, you can just shape it around Barbie. That's a pretty cool idea. Is Lex giving details of oh, I missed your comment about your hobbies. I've just read them now. Yeah, I know I haven't used the sewing machine I've got now. Do you know what I did? Right. Okay, so I actually fixed what was it I was doing with your jeans? Oh yeah, you put holes in your pockets in your jeans. So I actually got the sewing machine out and I was like feeling really pleased with myself. And then like discovered that he had a hole elsewhere in his jeans that I couldn't fix. So I was like, right, great. So I don't like use the sewing machine loads that I have now, but I do occasionally pull it out. Do you know what? I've got loads of material to do like the sewing machine, and I keep buying material from car boots and stuff, and then I don't actually do anything with it. And there was this really nice material that I bought for Zara, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make her a cushion or a pillow for her bed, because she loves having like pillows on her bed. Like if you saw her bedroom, she's got like more pillows. I don't even know where she sleeps half the time because she's got that many pillows on her bed. And this material is really, really nice. I'll try and find it actually, because it's only up here, and I love it, and I thought it would be really cool in her bedroom. Hello David, thank you for popping in. I'll be 1 second while I just pull my box down. Yeah, so this was and look, I've still got the tag on it as well for what I paid. So this was the material that I bought, and I thought I can make her a couple of nice cushions out of this. And there we go, that's what I paid for it. I paid £3 at a charity shop for this material, and it's quite, you know, it has been used by someone else, but it's quite a lot of it. And I was like, yeah, I'll make a cushion out of that for her, or a couple of cushions to go on her bed. It's a nice material, and I've done nothing with it so far, which is not great, is it? Because it just sits in my box of material. It really does. It just sits there and just nothing. Done nothing with it. Oh, well, Ashley, thank you for popping in and joining us for a bit. Oh, you've just started doing Amazon. We don't really do Amazon. We really need to, though. And you're loving having the shop. Oh, yes, you started the shop, haven't you? Oh, you know what? You'll get used to talking to people face to face. If you've got a shop, you're going to have to. People aren't all that bad. Well, some of them. Been playing that Quiz Planet Facebook game with everyone. Oh no, I can't do quizzes. I'm rubbish at quizzes. I say like Zahir's got no common sense, but I'm just rubbish at quizzes. I don't think I could cope with that. Oh, hi Marcella. I'm keeping you company in the kitchen again. Do you know what? I've bought most of my materials are here from like boot sales and things, for not much. I mean, some of it I was thinking about selling, and then I couldn't part. Well, I say I couldn't part with it. Some of it I have actually sold. I sold like this really big kind of suit material. And I can't remember what I got for it. I think it was along the lines of about £30 or £40, and I purchased that for, I don't know, maybe a few pound, if that, and at a jumble sale. But yeah, a lot of my material is just I can show it if you're not interested. It's just like little bits of scrap like that. Zara actually took part of that to school because she was doing like a sewing project, and she made like a little like toy out of that. And like I've got other bits, like this is just like this is one I actually purchased because I made my sister, when her daughter was born, I made her like it's called a papoose, and it was crocheted, and then I actually lined it with this material, and that was pretty cool. But that's like the leftovers of the material that I used. But yeah, I've got a ton of material. I can't go through it all. Some of it's like really boring. But yeah, I've got a bit of a stash when it comes to material. The same with my wall actually. My wall's got a bit of a stash as well. I do try not to buy it. Like I'm trying not to buy it at the moment because I've got like so many like little projects that I start and don't finish. So yeah, I am trying to keep going and not buy. But it's difficult because there's like so many nice walls and things like that you kind of want to buy, but it's like controlling yourself and actually asking yourself whether you're actually going to use it or not, because that's half of the problem. Is like, you know, like you buy it and then it's just sat there and you do nothing with it. But well, it's my problem anyway. That's the problem I have. I will buy a wall and keep hold of it and not really knit much out of it, and then I remember I've got it and then pull it out and go, oh yeah, I wanted to knit something with that. I think the other problem I have is actually when I buy the wool, actually having a purpose for it. I think that's why I don't like start doing something with it in the first place, is because like I buy it and then I have no idea what I've got planned for it, particularly if I see it at a boot sale. Because obviously when you go to a boot sale you're not really looking at, yeah, a bit like your cars are here, yeah. See, we're just as bad as each other. We don't help each other really. We've each got our little things that we kind of hold on to, and yeah, so that's yeah, we're both the same like that, so here, I'll agree with you there. I'm not going to argue with that point. But yeah, we're both the same when it comes to certain things. But I don't know. I might have to go through it soon. Actually, it's like the same with my buttons. My buttons are like ridiculous. I got a box right there, full. I'll show you actually. The box right. I'm gonna have to move stuff again. Oh. It'd be good if this was like. Okay, so I've got a box of buttons here, and then I've got two smaller boxes downstairs. And it's just, I really need to sort through it and decide what I want to do with it, come up with a way of using it, because I obviously like them. What pizza are we having? I think there was pepperoni pizza and there was like some chicken pizza as well. I think there was 2 pizzas. But yeah, so here we picked them up on the way home from work, because we don't live like close to any, like, I know Zahir knows about it, but we don't live close to any takeaways really. Our local area is kind of it's a little town, so like the local takeaway is like a kebab shop, and it does pizza and it does chicken in there, and obviously kebabs. And then we've got like fish and chip shops and Chinese takeaways. But then there's like you obviously know that Zahir likes KFC. There's no KFC local, there's no McDonald's local, and if you want like Domino's pizza, we have to go into Preston for it. So we picked it up on the way home from work when I finished this afternoon, and I think Zahir's actually warming it up, because I think Zara wanted some, so he warms it up in the oven, and it actually comes out quite nice when he warms it up in the oven. But so it is pepperoni. I don't know whether it was the tandoori chicken that he got or something. It's something like that, because it's like a spicy chicken. It's got a bit of spice to it. So I keep having to check, because I'm on the side where I normally mess up on my knitting. So I keep checking this up with like both sides, because I'm at that point where I'm like, I could mess up on this. And I don't really want to mess up on it, because then I'm just going to end up unpicking it and then redoing it. And that's just a waste of time, really. Just a waste of time. I really like the background sound effects. It's like being in my kitchen. Well, evening, Marge Simpson. Is it Simpson? Thank you for joining us. But so pizza. I've only had the pepperoni so far tonight. I had a slice earlier before I came on. I wasn't really hungry, if I'm honest. That's why I didn't eat much. It was probably just felt a little bit too early for me to eat. So I will probably grab some afterwards. I haven't been walking much this week. Like last week I did like some crazy steps, but then I was on holiday last week from work, so I had a lot of time to kind of get some steps in. But this week I've been really awful. I think in total in my last 2 days, I think I've done about, yesterday I hit about 8,000, is it about 8? Or was it 9,000? I can't remember. 8 or 9,000 steps yesterday, so that's pretty bad for me. I normally aim for about 15,000 steps a day. And today I have done 4,600 steps, which is pretty terrible for me. I'm not really happy about it. But then I haven't gone out and walked out. Like Zahir's gone out and walked the dog like completely the last couple of days by himself. So looking forward to the birthday cake, Ben and Jerry's. Do you know what? Ben and Jerry's birthday cake ice cream is really, really nice. I've had it before, and we went to Tesco's this afternoon because I needed to get some copper soups. It's so interesting. This is so interesting, right? I had to go and get some copper soups for my lunch because I try not to eat bread at lunchtime, but then I know there is carbs in the soups. Hey, how are you? You okay? Yeah. But I know there's carbs in soups, but I am trying to cut out bread at lunchtime. So I'm like, I have a cup of soup because I know there's some carbs in it, but it's kind of going to be, it's not going to be worse than bread, is it? Like, so I try not to take sandwich in for lunch. And the other morning I went to the cupboard and I was so disappointed because I was like, man, I'm out of my cup of soups for my lunch. So Monday I just had, it was really, really bad, but I had pretty much like a dry sandwich because we'd run out of butter as well. So, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. So that's it. I was on the bit where we went to Tesco's. We went to Tesco's and I saw that they were doing the birthday cake Ben and Jerry's because not everywhere does it. But I found it in Tesco's and that was awesome. So I'm going to enjoy that tonight. Does the whole walking steps really make a difference to your weight? Depends. It really depends, because I think if you're walking at like a consistent pace and you're walking regularly, and like it's all to do with like your amount of exercise really. But yeah, it's got to be, you've got to be walking at a good pace to keep your heart rate going at a steady pace to really, for it to make a real difference. So it can be debatable whether you actually lose weight through walking. I mean, Zahir's dropped a bit of weight, but I don't know whether with Zahir it's more to do with the fact that it's what do you call it, that he has changed a bit of his diet. So along with like the diet changes and like the increased amount of exercise, like going out for a walk, then that's pretty good. Oh, sorry Lex. But it's really good ice cream. It's really yummy. It's like it is what, like it says, it's like birthday cake. So you get like this like sponginess in it, and then it's got like this frosting in it, and it's like, I think it's strawberry, but it could be raspberry, but I think it's strawberry, but it's really, really nice. Oh dear. But yeah. Oh, you had some tapas stuff for dinner. That sounds nice. That does sound nice. No, I've lost where I am because I've been talking. So, there we go. Think we are back on pattern. Zahir's lost loads, can't even see him on camera anymore. I know, right? I know. He's all joking aside, he has lost quite a lot of weight. But yeah, he's done really well with it actually. Really, really well. He's although we have let some bad habits sneak back in, like this week actually has been really terrible for our diet, completely and utterly terrible, and we really do need to get back to it. But we're doing like the whole, comfort food because we're missing our daughter type thing. So we've been eating we've eaten fried chicken this week, which isn't good. We're eating pizza tonight. And it's just been bad food after bad food after bad food. So I'm hoping to see that sounds nice. Lots of olives, roasted peppers, cheese, chorizo, chicken, and low carb. That sounds really nice. I love cheese. So cheese can be on anything for me. Like quite literally, like anything. I really do love cheese. So out of all of that, I'm like, yeah, I really love cheese. We need to stop talking about food, that's what it is. I'm getting hungry now actually. I should have eaten more pizza. Like one of my favourite things to eat, right, is like mac and cheese. But I like making my own mac and cheese because then I can make it as cheesy as I want it. And I know it's not the most healthiest, and I know it has pasta in it, but I love eating mac and cheese just because I can make it so cheesy and it's so yummy. But yeah. Hello Dave. Potato. Do you know what? That doesn't sound very appealing now. I'm not answering that, Dave. Oh, you miss cheese. Can you not eat cheese, Marcella? I know, cheese is okay. But it's the pasta that's not so great with with mac and cheese. But I suppose if you have a little bit, you can kind of you can kind of have you know, I've forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, I can't. I've forgotten what I was saying, and the chat just jumps, and I've lost it. Yeah, you can't. No, yeah. No, it's the pasta. It's the pasta that's not great in the mac and cheese. Man, I wish I hadn't said that now. But I do. I really like cheese. It's one of my favourites. I like like the Stilton and stuff like that. Like really, really stinky cheeses as well. Yeah, the red Leicester. Yeah, my kids don't like the red cheeses though. I like them, but they don't. They don't like cheeses that are too strong either. Like I can eat like a really nice, like strong, mature like cheese, like the extra mature stuff, and the girls don't like it. So I don't tend to buy it, because then all that's going to happen is I'm just going to eat it. I don't know, Zahir might eat it as well, because he likes it as well. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, my mum suffers with that. Do you know what? She has real problems. She absolutely loves cheese as well, absolutely. But she has had so many stomach problems, and they've put it down to she can't eat cheese really. It upsets her whenever she has it, and she hates the fact that that's what it does. So she has to not eat it, which is a shame, because cheese is pretty awesome. In my opinion, it is anyway. Lex, you love all cheese except blue cheese. Yeah, I do like blue cheese though. I do like I love them actually. The stronger the better when it comes down to cheese. You've got cows down there, so plenty of cheese. Yeah. We've got quite a few cows up here as well. But they don't put them in the fields in the winter, obviously. They're always in the barns. Oh, that's a good question. What's the most unusual food item everyone has eaten? I don't think mine's that unusual. Because I think it's quite normal now. I thought it was weird when I had it. When I was when I was in Spain, when I was a kid, we ate like squid. That's quite weird. But that's as unusual as I've ever eaten. But it was because it was like in a paella? And so, but it was nice. But I think that's as unusual as I've ever gone. So nothing like crazy unusual. I'm just having a look at the chat because I jumped, so I don't want to see. I want to see if I missed anything. Oh, hi Karen. It's actually quite long. I'll try and show you. I've actually completed. See, I don't know whether that's going to show all of it, but I've actually completed about 260 odd rows, and if I have got a tape measure, so mind if I. Hopefully, I won't type on the keyboard. It is. I do a rough measure, so I can tell you exactly how long it is at the moment. It is. It's about 89 centimetres, which is approximately 35 inches. But yeah. But yeah, the scarf is coming along really, really nicely. Well, I say it's coming along nicely. Do you know what? It is actually taking me forever, if I'm honest. Well, it feels like it's taken me forever. I actually started this last year, Karen, towards the end of summer. I'm still going, but then I haven't been knitting it like consistently. I've only been knitting it like, it's like one of those things where you start it and then you keep putting it down and then you go back into it and then you start it again, and that's exactly what I keep doing. I've kind of got like it's not really a strict pattern. I decided on what kind of pattern I wanted on my scarf, so I am following a pattern as such, but I'm not really following like a pattern that says do so many rows. I'm actually just knitting it for as long as I want to have it, because I've got an idea of how I want it to look. So I'm going to kind of knit it for as long as I want it to be knitted for, and then that's it. And it's like the pattern I am using, it's like one that's kind of repeated, so you're pretty much using the same sort of pattern but then kind of moving it along a bit, so it's like something like that. Is it an itchy wool? I wouldn't say so. It's actually quite a soft wool. At the moment it feels quite chunky because it does need to have a wash, but I imagine once it's actually had a wash it's going to soften, because the actual wool, when it's in the ball, it doesn't actually feel itchy. It feels really quite soft. So no, it doesn't. I wouldn't want to burn it, not with the amount of time it takes. Never mind the cows, the sheep want its wool back. Well, this is actually yeah, this is more like, it's not full wool really, it's acrylic, so I'm actually knitting with acrylic. Is it for you? Yes, it is. Look at the size of that sheet. Oh dear. Oh, hi Margaret Stewart. Right, where was I? Do you know what? This is really terrible. I've only actually done, I'm just getting to the second row, like finishing off the second row since I've been on, which is terrible because like it goes to show how much I keep chatting and not actually knitting. But yes, it's because I keep getting distracted. There we go. This is the bit where I mess up, right at the end. That's why I'm concentrating now, because this is the section that I normally mess up. And it's not necessarily bad, but yeah, so I keep getting alerts on my phone and on my computer as well, and it keeps going on my screen. Is the wall statically when you're knitting with it? Any sparks of it? No, I wouldn't say so. Zahir's hobbies, I think his main ones are obviously RC, gaming. I wouldn't call KFC his hobby. But yeah, he does like KFC. No, he doesn't really have any hobbies other than that. Not that I can think of, actually. I mean, he used to absolutely love building his PCs. He's gotten out of the habit of doing that. But I keep encouraging him and telling him to kind of, do some more stuff around building his PCs. Because like years ago, me and Zahir used to game quite a lot. So we used to actually game, we used to play Diablo together. And he not only did he build his PC, but he also built like a home cinema PC where we would just have that underneath the TV, and we used to watch our main TV, and then it used to convert into like a gaming PC as well for when we wanted to set up and play games together. I keep encouraging him to kind of do more of that side, but he hasn't done it yet. He keeps telling me he will, but he hasn't yet. But yeah, he does have, I would say, PC, like building his PC. He should definitely be doing that more as a hobby. He doesn't do it as much though. Got to put you on my Kindle. His phone has my cross stitch pattern on. Not sure I can chat on that. That's fine, Karen. I appreciate you popping into the chat. Are you planning on going live on Sunday? I don't know. What, on the reselling like live hangout, like the working hangout? I don't know. We haven't done one for a couple of Sundays. I'm not sure that we will. Claire, I don't think we've decided whether we want to kind of keep doing that or not. We keep umming and ahhing about it. Saw a little video of an 11-year-old boy who crochets really fast. I'll top one of those. Do you know what? Actually, on Instagram, I follow Black Sheep Walls, who are they're like a shop that sells wool, and I normally buy from them. And they shared a video of a little girl crocheting today. And now I crochet, but I'm not like knitting is something that I've done for many years. Crochet is something that I've kind of learned from YouTube. So I've followed a few people and taught and learnt from people off of YouTube. And I am like so slow at crochet. It takes me forever to kind of get anything done with crochet. But yeah, there are some crazy people that can kind of knit really, like crochet really fast. I'm not one of those. No, can't talk on there, but I still hear that. Oh no, I appreciate that. Any ka-chings? No ka-chings. Not for the second store anyway. I don't know about Zahir, but he did say he was packaging. He was going to package this evening what parcels he has to go going out. So that is what he should be doing. Whether he's doing that is another thing. He was on Fortnite earlier. But he's having trouble because he can't stream. Well, he's struggling to find the balance between streaming Fortnite and playing it at the same time, because his computer keeps telling him no, because his computer's like really quite old now, and he needs to kind of sort that out. but he hasn't done anything about it yet. So yeah, he should be packaging and stuff. I don't think he's playing games. I don't think he will. Not until he's finished what he's doing. Because the thing is, if he does all his packaging this evening, it means like tomorrow he can just go out with the post in the morning when he drops me off to work. Because he drops me off at work at like, I have to be at work tomorrow for 8, so that means like on his way back through he can just drop his post off, which means like it's all done. Oh, your dinner's there. Tapas, block of cheese, Domino's, mac and cheese and a potato. No idea why you ordered that. Thank you for the compliment. Well, thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry that that's what you ended up for dinner. Yeah, I heard this about Apex Legends. I haven't seen it, and I haven't played it. I think Zahir wanted to try it. I don't know whether he has. But yeah, Fortnite is really a tough one because you have to put so many hours into it to actually feel like you can kind of hold your own on it. And if you haven't got the time to put into it, I mean, I do like Fortnite, but I can't see myself going back to playing it because I just haven't got the time to put into a game like that. I like something that I can just pick up and then just put back down every so often, because I just haven't got the time to commit to playing games anymore. I used to really enjoy gaming. I don't have the sort of time that it takes to kind of do that anymore. But yeah, I will have to check out some streams, I think, and see what it's all about. But yeah. And Marcella's saying to Marge Simpson, happy digesting. Yeah, now that is a combination of dinner, that really is. No, Dave, I haven't seen Fortnite Creative. I stopped playing Fortnite a long time ago, like ages and ages ago. So I haven't gone into it really since. I mean, I loaded it up the other day just to see if I had any V-Bucks in it, because Zahir wanted to get some items, and I was like, well, look, if I've got V-Bucks, why don't you let me buy it and I'll like gift it to him. But I don't think I had much in there, so. But yeah, I really haven't played around with Fortnite at all, so no, I haven't seen the creative. Is it any good? I'm guessing it's like a mode that you can kind of like, I don't know. Are they? I haven't heard a thing about it. So is it like you imagine Minecraft in Fortnite? I have never played Minecraft either, but Minecraft it's like more. Is it like you can create a lot in there, can't you? You can set like create your kind of world. So it's like Fortnite Creative, like similar like that, where you're creating it, or are you playing other people's like version of it? I don't know. Yeah. Because I think my idea of Minecraft, from what because I haven't really seen it actually, is like you can kind of control the environment. That's what I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it. Oops. So I'm just on my third row. Creative is a little bit like Sims Fortnite for decorating your own. Oh, okay. After you were all talking about going out and walking, counting your steps, I bought myself a Fitbit, so I am going to set it up and be a happy oh. Oh, that's really great. Do you know what, I love my Fitbit. Zahir found it at a boot sale, I can't remember how long ago, but I absolutely love it. I'm not like constantly looking at it, but I'm always looking at my app, and always having a look at seeing how many steps I've done. It just makes you really, really conscious of like your activity. So like within the Fitbit app, one thing that I really, really love, I'm going to go into it, is like you can track like your hours. Like if I go into it, like you can track how active you are each hour, so you can set this up however you want, and I have it for like certain hours during the day, and I want to know that I've done a certain amount of steps within those hours. I mean, obviously it's really bad for me because on one hand, where I work, because I work in a doctor's surgery, I don't get a chance to just get up and walk around. A lot of the time I'm on the front desk, or just sat at a desk and not being able to move, but it makes you more conscious because it kind of vibrates to let you know that you haven't moved much for, you know, that hour, or say you've only got like, so I have my steps like, I want to make sure that I'm doing over 250 steps per hour, and that's like fairly low in the scheme of things, because I normally set my target for my daily steps at about 15,000 a day, but between certain hours I want to make sure that I'm getting like some activity, and so 10 minutes before the hour is up, you feel like a little buzz on your wrist going, you've still got like 40 steps to do, or such and such. And if I'm okay and I can get up and walk around for a little bit, I will do it. Otherwise, I just have to, you know, on my phone, I think I only had like 4 active hours today, or was it 6 active hours, which is really quite bad, because it only means that I've managed to get my target of like 250. Otherwise, you miss it completely. But I love my Fitbit app, and I wouldn't be without it now. Dave, you said you can build maps, Maisie's World, creating it for other people to play. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know who the other 14 people are, Dave. but I'm very grateful for them joining us. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my knitting. My iPhone 6 does steps loads today again. Oh, you've done loads of steps again today. Mine have been awful, Dave. I've barely got over 4,500, 4,600 I think it was, when I checked my watch earlier. Mine have been terrible, my steps today. But I haven't walked Alfie at all. Zahir's done all the dog walks today, so and that's normally when I get a lot of my steps in, is when I go for the dog walks, because we normally walk Alfie for approximately half an hour in the morning, and then we normally do about an hour in the evening as well. So that's normally when I get my steps up, because during the day, like I said, I am sitting at a desk majority of the time, not getting out and about walking. I mean, like I said earlier, last week was awesome for steps. I ended up on about over 100. I will check actually. I think it was 101. Because it'll give me my total. Let me go into my total for the week last week. Oh, okay, including the weekend last week, I did 121,000 steps last week, which is really, really good. One of my patients was your buzzer went off, and you suddenly got up and started jogging on the spot. Do you know what? I wouldn't worry about the patients. Probably more my colleagues would probably think, what on earth is she doing? But yeah, no, it's not always I'm not always able to kind of walk around much at work. Unfortunately, it's one of those jobs that I am pretty much sat in the same position. It's not so bad. I mean, sometimes I only get about half an hour from my lunch, so some people actually go out for a quick walk at lunchtime. Like there's a couple of the nurses that will kind of go out and say, oh, do you fancy a walk down the road? And if I've got time, I will do that, but that's not very often, because we don't always have the same lunches. So, but yeah, no, that would be funny. So you think these stitch sessions are for your social goals and not your row goals, but it does help with my cooking and laundry goals. I know. Do you know what? I'm hoping, right, the more I get used to talking, because the thing is, I can actually sit down and watch a movie and knit, and kind of get through quite a lot of knitting, but it's because I'm chatting as well that I'm kind of it slows me down. Because I'm trying to concentrate on my knitting, and I'm but then you're seeing me pause because I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing at the same time. So yeah, it's not great for my row count, but it's nice to have people to chat to while I'm knitting. But yeah, there we go. I was just catching up with my rows. So yeah, it's not great for my row goals. You're right, absolutely not. But we are approaching 8:30. I only wanted to sit on here for an hour because I've got a few bits to get ready for work tomorrow. I've got to go and sort out my uniform, go and get that ironed, and I've got a cold coffee now. I did drink half of it. I won't show you the cup because it's I will drink a little bit though, because my throat is dry. But yes, so yeah, I'm gonna leave you now. Thank you very much for everyone that's joined this evening, and come along and chatted with me. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping you're enjoying this video. I don't appear to get much knitting done when I'm on here, but I definitely enjoy the chat. So thank you for tuning in and watching, and I will be back Saturday evening. I think I'm going to be doing Saturday is the next stream at 7:30, and I will catch up with you guys then. And now I've got to work out how to shut this down because I'm on the wrong screen, so while I just sort my screen out. Thank you for joining me.